What's the craziest story?
There's been one of the weirder ones that I ever had. I walked in and you're meeting somebody at the door, right? We train you to do a transition. So you break preoccupation, they're busy, they're doing something else. Hey, I'm going to be real brief. I'm just going to give you a quote on what we're doing, see if it's a good fit, right? So they're interested in a quote. We transition into the home. We don't do this on the doorstep. We transition in. So do you have a table where I can sit down and kind of write this out for you? We have an iPad. So I go for
You're progressing the date.
We're progressing the date. So exactly. We go to step 2, transition into the home. The guy lets me ride into his house. And as we're doing a walkthrough through his house and showing him, hey, we can put a keypad here, we can put a camera here. We're kind of doing a walkthrough with him and showing him what we can do for his home. He talks to me about fire hydrants. He's like, I want fire protection in my home. I'm like, okay, that's not one thing most people bring up right away. It's usually cameras and smart home. He's like, how about fire protection? I was like, well, it depends on the smoke detectors you have in your house. Let's take a look. So I turn to look down, and as I'm walking through, I say hi to some other people in the room. I said, how you doing? How you doing? And when I get to the smoke detector, I turn around and I realize that the people that were in the room weren't people, they were mannequins.
Whoa.
And the guy had human mannequins throughout his whole house, like sitting at the table, sitting at the couch. I wasn't like trying to see and like I wasn't looking around his house. I didn't want to creep him out, like looking all over the house and that kind of stuff. I see mannequins sitting all over the house. And as I realize this, I start thinking about it as I'm trying to have a conversation with the guy. I'm like, this is really weird.
Creepy.
Then I'm looking at the art on his wall, and his art's very weird too, very graphic art and that kind of stuff.
What was the art?
Like pornographic art and that kind of stuff. And I was like,
And the mannequins are naked?
The mannequins don't have clothes on, and I'm just like,
Bro.
I need to get out of this house, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you're like, I don't want the sale anymore.
I don't want this sale. He's extremely interested, and I'm honestly like, here's my card, give me a call.
Maybe he's into you too.
Who knows? But you'll run into situations like that where you're just like, yeah, there's something not vibing right in this house. Like something.
So what did you say to get out of that one?
So obviously he's interested in the sale, and that's kind of my card. And I was like, hey, if you want this, it's gonna run you like $80 a month. Here's my card. Give me a call.